One thing I love about Steven Soderbergh as a filmmaker is that he's always very eager to try something new, whether that's experimenting with different genres or experimenting with the form itself. And he's kind of doing both in his new film Presence, which is a sort of horror adjacent drama that is about this family that moves into this house which has a presence in it. And the whole film is explored through the point of view of the entity that is in the house. The film is written by David Koepp, and this is his and Soderbergh's second collaboration after Kimi from, I think, 2022. And they actually have another movie coming out later this year, Black Bag, which is like a spy thriller. So that's exciting to see them have this frequent collaboration thing going. And it's interesting from a screenwriting perspective because so much of the first half of the film, I would say, is made up of these, what I would sort of call micro scenes, which only go on for about a minute, and it would just give you a glimpse of some sort of building dynamic with the family, and it would give you pieces of information or pieces of characterization that inform things as you go along. So by the time it gets to the second half, the pieces do start kind of coming together, and you get a better idea of what exactly is going on, what exactly are these characters dealing with, and it makes the ending that much more rewarding. I've always loved ghost stories, and I especially love them when they don't feel the need to actually be centered on trying to scare the audience. And this one is very much in that mold. It's not a horror film in a traditional sense. It's not trying to freak you out. It is more so exploring the emotions about the implications of there being an afterlife or spirits. And it is far more melancholic and explores grief and isolation. And I think the way it sort of touches on how the grief impacts each different character is really interesting. And I think the actors do a very good job in sort of portraying the messiness that comes with it. I'm not going to give too much away, but the movie does kind of take a turn into full-blown thriller territory in like the final 20 minutes. I can see that be a bit jarring for some people, but I found it really engrossing. Like, I was just really locked in when the turn happened. And I think honestly the last act of the film is some of the best stuff in the movie, and it was the most impactful because of all the build-up that was going on throughout the first half as we got to know the characters more. And I just found it really engaging and engrossing and a lot of fun as well, even though it does deal in some heavy themes. And I was really happy with it once I got out of the theater. So those are my thoughts on Presence. If you've seen the film, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments.